guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I just don't know how you play
All
defense,
right.
Kate.
It's up.
Guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To the air on this first down. Richardson. McMillan on the slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Yeah, he got
This is second down.
he got released. He got fired a couple hours ago.
Throwing again, Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He's got it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Hubbard has nothing on that run. They stand.
Go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal.
Ready? Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Foster, how's the kids, man?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Twins? Hey.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He's trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. They kick the running back in motion. Penix working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down. Looking to throw on third and 1. That one complete to Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
What, are you leaving?
Let's see how they attack this first down part from the 45. From the gun, it's Robinson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Gets them a couple there, and a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to
How's the stream? Is it pretty bad? Alright, I just want to make sure. I haven't streamed in a while because the internet hasn't been able to keep it, you know what I mean?
The Falcons with a chance to score.
Let's go now.
Trying to run with Algier. Out to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down. At your own 1. Yikes.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Algier again. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I will give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth and goal, tie game. Trying for it with Penix. And he won't come through on 4th and goal.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception.
An offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson on the sneak. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room and no margin for error.
On the double.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Richardson from his own end zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down up to the 6-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Bronco 80.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Got his man. This is McMillan. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Viking, 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Completed over the middle. Space past the 35. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's Carter on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10, Armando Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, but it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Penix now to throw. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to give to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Penix to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down,
Oh, yeah,
now
nope.
defending 1st and 10.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you when you're on mute, Foster.
First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. To the air with Penix. To Pitts it goes. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive.
Get him done and over with.
3rd and 3. And again, it's Penix.
What?
This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended
Okay.
target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the
Yeah, I
field.
play like 8
That's
different games, so.
Because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash.
Wow.
This one had a brief chance, but
Can't.
not
I can't kick.
in the end,
Can't kick.
he misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's
Cannot
when
kick
you
the ball.
expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing.
I was gonna say that's the game I know you play. No, you don't play hockey.
79 Broncos. 19 type. 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Connection made to Tremble. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Richardson on 1st and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Buffalo 18, Dragon 60, Panther 11, Panther 11, 18, Pioneer. Ready?
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
At their own 22-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Throwing Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Goalie's tough, man. I have tried to play goalie in hockey, and I
All
can't.
set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix escapes the pocket. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down. Timeout by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's
That's
left
because
in
I'm going to ask this question. How many black people are actually in hockey?
Practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get
Right,
out of harm's
but
way. Nice gain on the
as
play.
it sits right now, there's maybe 10.
Take a shot on it.
It is a
touch more on his 2nd and inches.
sport that's dominated by foreign people.
Working now from the gun. Throw wheeled in by London. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. To the outside. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Their first pick of the game comes in an
My guys
big
just
moment.
are not
Just
jumping.
cancels
That's
out
crazy.
all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
At their own 7-yard line.
Here's the final play of our 1st half.
Red. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Yep, as expected. They go to the grab to start this one off. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half.
Is there a way to change the kick meter to the old kick meter?
Bradley Pinion set to
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Trevor Etienne to return this. Good work so far, and he's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Well, no, I can't kick with the other one. It doesn't work.
Infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to
I know.
play off your special teams.
It's just
that
it doesn't
sets
work.
you up for success.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready?
This drive will begin with Hubbard. On the move, past the 40. Keeps himself upright. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Well, this game was close. It was 7-7. Now it's 21-7.
You continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead.
1,000 slant routes.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Is it?
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. That one's complete to London. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. 35 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
19, Tiger, 19.
I'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. From the shotgun, Penix. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. He gets 6 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On first down, here's Penix. Got a man. It's London. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
At the 7-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Now a handoff to Algier. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for third and goal. Penix. Flush down out to his left. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Need a touchdown here as they line up for third and goal. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Play fake. It's Richardson. Going deep on it. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be Falcons football.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. On first down, here's Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That's better.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Richardson now on first and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Kevin Byron. Ready. 60 by 6.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14.
Sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready.
First down throw here from Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as Ruffy the passer overrules that incomplete pass.
Okay, ready?
So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal.
Cut 19. Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee. As he
I don't know if he's here.
Touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors.
I think he just left.
No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The Panthers kick team out there.
I haven't heard him talk not once, so.
Here's Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Vacates quickly left side. Pitts brings it in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
You just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. It was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this punt will be down right at the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
Deputy! Deputy Lions! 18, Pioneer! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Reload! Ready?
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. They lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
60 Eagles. Here we go. Shot. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Richardson on first and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his
I'm surprised he
hands.
traded Bryce Young.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Yeah.
Come on.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Still has some space inside the 35. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time.
It showed that you had left, Ahmad.
Coaches can't say this. They'll say slow to explode.
Oh, it didn't even pop up. Shoot.
For the touchdown.
Falcons 17. Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's Carter on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Algier on first down. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
50 yards. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Carter up the middle. Breaks free in the center of the field. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first two plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
On the option, it's Algier. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, given 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second down carry for Algier. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Third down, it's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet. If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a two-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
And that kickoff is into.
No, why did he leave?
Field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Get up.
Hanging on it. This is Trevor Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Viking 8. Go.
Play action with Richardson. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
How many times over the course of the season do we see a quarterback like this, Kate, run out of so many sacks? So impressive. Didn't just get him once. That's now twice.
Come on. Set.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. Cuts right. He's out in the clear. Cuts, and he's out in the clear. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Set. Hut.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Set.
Sign quarterback run here. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Dowdle straight up the middle. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Fitzgerald sends this through. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Brought in right side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Penix. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Just throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Check.
Second and 10. Penix to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
First down, Falcons.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here. They send a man in motion. Penix now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Working inside the red zone. Throw is caught. It is forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Second and 3 now. It's Penix yet again. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Set to kick off.
And the Panthers recover the onside kick. That should lock up this win. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Pioneer.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the road. He's got it inside the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18.
Falcons 27. Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
Their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it up. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead.
Falcons 27. Sam Martin.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. It is cut.
What's up?
Offside. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. So the Panthers pick
I
up the win
think,
here. Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL
T. Hill's
probably gonna take a couple of
playing
hits to its
Marion.
status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
And then I just
I think what
finished
it
an
shows
Extreme
you,
game.
Kate, is even for an elite